starting the recording now. So remember, you can have the same question in two different ways, like the opposites of each other. If you say, if you ask a question like x larger than 5, then the exact opposite is going to be, is x less than or equal 5, right? That should be the exact opposite. But here we didn't go for that exact opposite because we have said to assume that this user is not going to give a 0 value. So that is why we are using straight away number is less than 0, right? By assuming he is not including the inputting the 0, right? Okay, so it is going to be something like this, right? So the opposites are going to be on this manner, right? So now keep this in mind, right? Let's try a question which is something very similar to this, but you have to think a little, right? Okay, this is going to be your question, right? This is going to be your question. Here I'm writing it on the board, so you better write it down and you know what the drill, right? Send me the answer. So this is going to be question number what? Question 3. Yeah, so your question 3 is, okay. So it's Pasan who connected recently, neither. So welcome, Pasan. Just see whether it's okay, right? So the question 3 is going to be this. Draw a flow chart to output 0 if the input value is 0, is a 0, otherwise output not a 0. Right? Input will be taken by the user. Okay, give it a try. So you should ask a value from the user. If it is a 0, you have to say the word 0. You have to display the word 0. If it is not, you have to display not a 0. That means in case of a negative value or a positive value, you have to say it's not a 0, right? Okay, give it a try. If you're getting into any trouble, just let me know, right? Still finding hard to do that, so I'll help you. Okay, I think I have received an answer. Let's see. Yes, Saran has sent an answer. Oh, yes, Saran, well done. You have missed one component, which is the end. So it's better you have the end from one particular side, and you can end it, and you can connect the other part as well. Right? Okay, good. Minul? Yes. Yeah, Minul, it's better you use the word is, right? Not the if. Samahar velawata they are going to go by the book, right? So if කියන එක is it is? I'm sorry, I can't see it clearly. That's why it seems to me like an F. Okay, then it's okay, no problem. It's totally correct, right? All right. How about others? Agra, I'm receiving yours. Yes, well done, Agra. And it's better you connect that one from the output 0 box to the end. It's better you connect it to the flow. It's not incorrect, but it's better you connect it to the flow, right? flow එකට connect කරන්න සාමාන්‍යයෙන් අපි flow එකට තමයි අපිට connect කරන්නේ. Right, good. How about others? Okay, I'm receiving from Asanga. Yes. Yes, very good. Very good. That's the one. Well done. Yeah, people, just a second. No problem, Binadi. It's okay. It's okay, though. You can send it on that manner. Doesn't matter. Don't worry. Yes. Yes. Yes, that is correct, Binadi. Well done. And Binadi, don't do that. The flow, which is from not a zero, the arrowhead should be at the end of the line, though. Don't put it in the middle, though. It is wrong notation. Right? Right, great. And yes, the Hamdi. It is the Hamdi. Right, okay, the Hamdi. Right. Okay, so how about the others? So Agra has sent it to me, Binadi has sent it to me, the Hamdi has, Minul has, Seran has. And yeah, how about the others? Dulagi, how's the situation, though? Is it hard for you to do? And Pahan and Pasan, of course, since you are a newcomer, Puta, it will feel a little bit hard for you to do, right? And Sanduni and Sinura. Yes, people? Yes, Dulagi. Yes, I received yours. Let me see. Okay. Yes, that's correct. That's correct. Yes, well done. All right. So yes, I'm going to draw this, and before that, I need to know the situation of others. People, you have to respond me how the things are going. People who haven't sent me the photos yet. Here I receive another. Okay, now who's this? This is Sinura, right? Yes. Sinura. Yes, very good, Sinura. And Sinura, you missed only one thing. The arrow or the flow, the arrowhead is missing of the flow, which is come from display, not a zero, right? Not a zero, okay, in the line, okay, arrowhead missing. You should have the arrowhead at the end of that particular diagram. And we are left with who? Sanduni. Sanduni, did you send it to me, Dua? No. Sanduni, what's up? And Pahan. Pahan, how about your situation? Right. So right, Ovin. Okay. Right, Ovin. Right. Ovin, what's happened? Okay. Sanduni, right, okay. Okay. Sanduni, like earlier one means like you couldn't follow the earlier lesson, Dua. Is it so? Right. Never mind. Like go through it, right? I'll draw it, then you can go through that. Just let me know if you got any trouble when we are drawing it. Like so, like we are going very slowly regarding the algorithms because we need to like get to know how it works, right? So I'll draw this for you now, right? So what is happening here? They ask me to draw a flowchart to output a zero if the input value is zero, otherwise output not a zero, right? Input will be taken by the user. So as we know, it should get start first and it should flow, and you should ask a number from the user, because it says input will be taken by the user. So you can say a message to user, enter a number, and it is going to be an input. So that particular number is the one which is going to check. How it is going to check? You can ask the question, is number equals to 0? And so here comes the yes part, and here comes the no part. So if it is yes, that means the number is 0. So you have to do what? Display a 0, or like display 0. Otherwise, what should happen? Display, either you can say output kind of words, right? You can say not a 0. and it's not end neither. We should have the end symbol to end it, so you can end it anywhere you want, from anywhere you want. So if you take your end symbol to right over here, then you can connect this arrow to this particular flow, so it will get end. Right, got it? And yeah, Sanduni, can you understand what I am doing now? Sahara. Right. Okay. Ami is going to take some sweets for you, so you go and have it from Ami. Ami has ordered some sweets. No, I do. I need my cake. You need your cake? Come. Yes, we have cake. There are some Oreos and ends and stuff and so on. Ayo. Right, okay. Just want to Ami. Right, so people who have not complete this, you can complete it. I'm going to another question. We are going to do some different kinds of if questions, right? So I'm going to do another question. Just copy this down, the people who are not done yet. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to give you another question after a minute. So it's for 8 now. And yeah, you can copy it from here. I'll put the question right over here. So this is going to be question number 4. All right, so this is your challenge. You have to think on this a little bit, right? Right, give it a try, people. Draw a flow chart to display even number when the user has input an even number. User has inputted, sorry, an even number. Otherwise, program should end without showing any output. Right, it's a very easy one, right? So give it a try. Everyone, try your best to do this, right? Yes. Yeah, Sanduni, I received yours. Yes, yes. Sanduni, like you are almost done, right? But there is a problem though. You should say a way how to determine whether it is an even number or not, right? How we can determine whether a number is even or not. People, yeah, any suggestions? How we are going to decide whether a number is even or not?
If one is remaining when divided by 2, then
Yes,
it
yes.
is a odd number. If not,
Yes.
it's a even number.
It is. Well done, Saran. So, Saran, now what you have said is like you are considering about the remainder, right? So, first of all, we have to say how to calculate the remainder. Then we are going to check the remainder. Dulagi, yes, your answer is correct as well, though, dividing by 2. Or Binadi, again, it is a multiple of 2. Yeah, but now we have to say to the algorithm, we have to show in the algorithm how we are going to figure out that. So it is nothing but we have to say, you take the number from the user and you divide it and take the remainder. That's going to be a process. You divide the number by 2 and consider the remainder, or take the remainder. It is going to be a process. Then you are going to argue that particular remainder in your condition box, as Seren says, right? If it is equals to 1, that means you can say it is an odd number, otherwise it is an even number. But here I have just asked you to display only the even number part. That's all. Otherwise you are going to end the session, right? End the program. So in Minul, yes, Minul, you have include both the process and the what you call the argument in the condition box. Now, when it comes to the programming language, you can do this, but it's better you illustrate the calculation of the remainder separately as a process, and then do the comparison of the remainder inside the condition box, right? Other than that, it's okay, right? It's all correct. And Saran, yeah, yes, Saran, again, as I told you, you should show it as a process, Buddha, right? Give it a shot, give it a shot. Do the corrections. Others, you can simply write it from the words, right? You can say divide the number by 2 and consider the remainder as the process, right? Okay, I want you to try it alone, because when you are struggling, you will find the answers, right? Okay, give me a second. I'll be right back. Okay. Oh, yes, I have received some answers. This is from, yeah, Sinura. Okay. Yeah, Sinura, again, like you can't ask the question, is the number an even number? Then එහෙම question එක අහුවොත් program එකට පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕනද මෙයා even ද කියලා අඳුන ගන්න. Program does not have that ability. So first you have to tell to the program of doing how he can recognize that is an even number or not. Then you are going to argue it. Right now, since you have done or you have struggled alone, I'm going to do it for you. Just see where you have gone wrong. Here we started. Then as usual, we are asked for a number. So I'm going to say obtain a number. This is going to be an input. And then I'm going to do this. Divide number by 2 and consider the remainder. Now this is going to be a process. That is something we do on a sheet or we are doing our head. It's a process. So then we can ask the question. What is the question is going to be? Is remainder equals to 0? In my case, I'm asking whether it is equal to 0. Someone can ask equal to 1. And there are two parts, yes and no. And what should happen? It equals to 0 means it is an even number. So the question says display even number when the user has input an even number, right? So then it should display the even number. Display even number. So it's going to be an output. And in that part, then after you can reach to the end. And are we going to do anything on the no part? No, because the question specifically said, otherwise you should end the program. So we only need to connect it to the end, right? Simple as that. All right, copy it down and mark the things that you have missed, right? Right. So are you done, people? If you're done, just let me know. Right, okay. How about others? Yeah, Pasan, it's better you write these things, Pasan. It is. Right, question එක ලියාගෙන පුතේ මේවා ටික ලියා ගන්න. Right, yeah. 2 are done, 3 are done. How about the others? Okay, 5 are done. And I'm taking the screen a little bit upper. And I'm going to write the next question right over here. So it's going to be question number 5. Now, this is something very similar to this question. There is only very little thinking that you need to put into this, right? So here I say, right, give it a try. Agra, I'm opening your answer, which you have sent me previously. Yes, yes. That's a correct one, Agra. Well done. Yeah, and it's better you say in the process, Puta, you have said divide the input number by 2. Ne? So it's better you explain it little bit more, because otherwise when it comes to the remainder, the programmer will not have any idea from where the remainder came. So it's better you say divide the input number by 2 and consider the remainder, O and take the remainder. So they know it is referring to the remainder that which has happened in the previous step, right? Good try, good try. Well done. Yes, I'm receiving an answer. It is from Dulagi. Let's see. Yes, yes. Well done, Dulagi. Well done. That is totally correct. Yes, let's see. Mhm. Yes, yes. And Minul, it is perfect, but the thing is, Puta, don't use that operators, because remainder, like percentage sign is only used in like some of the programming languages, and we are not going to use that like percentage operator to illustrate a flow chart or a pseudocode. right? It's better you say better you say it from word, right? Or lakunu dei, but again, as I told you, to have a good practice, have it on that manner, right? It's all correct, right? And Seren, yes. Let me see yours. Yes. Oh, you have involved a loop as well. Yeah. Seren, you don't, yeah, it's good thinking, Seren, but you really don't need to check it whether it is a positive or a negative one, because I have asked to draw a flow chart which is taking a positive number, but what you have done is correct, right? And yes, and Seren, in your process, it's better you ask like divide, like just don't go for the short form informations, right? It should be a complete one. Divide the number by 3 and consider the remainder, right? And it's better you ask the question like without asking is there a remainder, right? And it's better you ask comparing it to some value. Is the remainder is 0? Like, now someone can answer to your question. If you ask is there a remainder, I can say yes. And if you ask how what is the value of it, I can say 0, right? Because 0 is also a remainder, right? Then more podi deval, but you have to capture these things. Minul, you have to use into words, otherwise you are going to lose the marks in the examination if you try the last question, right? මොකද සමහර මාකින් ස්කීම් වල කියලාම තියෙනවා මේ විදිහට ලියලා තියෙනවා නම් ලකුණු අඩු කරන්න, right? So it's better you think like ඔයාගේ mathematically ලියන calculation එක just explain it simply, that's all, right? ඒක exactly මම ලියන එක වෙන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. Right, Seren, other than that, it's okay and it's fine. Well done. And Agra, I receive yours. Let me see. Ah, yes. Great. Yes. Yes, well done. Well done. That is correct. That is correct. And the people who have done, like tell me a different condition that we can use other than the condition that you have used. Tell me a different kind of condition that you can use to do the same, to take the same output. Yes, Binadi, I'm receiving yours. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, Binadi, Dua, what we have done is good because we have considered it is a positive one and then continue it. That is that really do not need because I have said to take the positive number. So the only change that you have to do is just write it on the input box, input a positive number, right? So then you don't need that particular condition to be checked whether it is a positive or negative, right? So, but good thinking, right? And you divide display positive. And do that display positive thing is not necessary, right? අපි එහෙම output එකක් ඉල්ලලා නැහැනේ, so don't go for those things. Divide the number by 3 and consider the remainder. Yeah, that part is totally correct. අර දුවගේ condition part එක avoid කරාට කමක් නැහැ, right? Good. And people yeah, Dulagi, you have said, is the remainder greater than 0? Yes, that's a very good suggestion, Dulagi. If it is greater than 0, that means there is some remainder. Give me another. Can you guess another? People who have done it, people who are still doing, just try it. What would be an alternative question? Is remainder equal, other than is remainder equal 0? Dulagi has said is remainder greater than 0. That is correct. And what else? Yes. Any suggestions? How about the opposite of this? Yeah, Binadi, is the remainder is equals to 1 or 2. So that means there's going to be like more than one question. 1 or 2. How about the opposite of this? What is the opposite of equal? Not equal. That's correct, Mino. So you can ask the question on that manner. Is remainder not equal to 0? Right? So then your yes and no will get changed. Right? Okay, I'm going to draw this for you. So people, and for the people who are struggling to draw this, my advice is get the question separately, draw it again and again until you make sure that you can do it. Right? එහෙම කරලත් අමාරු නම් කරගන්න, you have to tell me. Right? I'll assist you. Okay, so this is easy. Again, we are going to start. After starting, I'm going to ask for a number. So I'm saying enter a positive number. Now, I can write this input statement because it is clarified in my question, right? And if it is not clarified in your question, as some of you have done, you have to check whether it is a positive or a negative, right? And the next task is what? Divide number by 3 and consider remainder. Then the condition. So now you know the remainder, so you ask in the question. I'm going to write it the opposite way. Is remainder not equal to 0, and there can be years path as well as there can be no path. In years path, I'm going to say not divisible by 3. And if it is no, that means equal to 0, then I'm going to say, yeah, I have to use the word display right over here, which I missed. Here you have to say display. Let's say display divisible by 3. And once you've done that, it's better you stop in one of the path. So you can stop. Simple as that, right? Hari. අමාරුවෙන් ලියපු කට්ටිය හරි struggle කරපු කට්ටිය ලියා ගන්න බලන්න. Right. Right, I'm moving upward a little bit. Here's another thing for you to think. Now, I'm telling you earlier, like Kalima Mekiane, like there will be 2 conditions for you to check over here, right? Okay, this is the question. It's going to be question 6. Draw a flow chart. Display 0 when the input is a 0, or else positive number or negative number. According to the input number. Right? So you are going to draw a flow chart. When the user input 0, you are going to display a 0 or like 0. Otherwise, if it is a positive one, you are going to show a positive number, or else you are going to show a negative number. Right? Okay. Give it a try. Sinura, how about you? Is it okay at your side? Yeah, I have received the Sanduni's flowchart for the previous question. Yeah, and again, Sanduni, you don't need to check whether it is a positive number or it is in the question. So just do it as I say. You will be getting the marks for that as well. For this, yes, you will be getting the marks, but if it says user is entering positive numbers, then this particular thing will be a what? What do you call? Like an unnecessary thing, right? Or මේක අමතර වැඩක් නේද උමනාවට වඩා වැඩි වැඩක් වගේ හිතන්න ඉඩ තියෙනවා, so be careful, right? Divide by 3 and consider the, yeah, so you have to say what is divide by 3, right? So you have to say divide divide number by 3 and consider the remainder. Its remainder equals 0. Yes. Yeah, and you have missed the no part. Here I haven't mentioned it, like mention only the divisible by 3. There is another one which is not divisible by 3. Yeah, Minul. Yes, selection inside a selection. There are two different ways of approaching this, Minul. Like since there are two conditions, it's actually not a selection inside of a selection, it's like there are like if you check something, if it is not, you are going to check another thing. So it is not a selection inside a selection. Selection inside a selection means like you are getting true value, and when you are going inside, you are going to have another true value or like another condition. So like you can true vela true vela conditions තියෙනවා. So it is. Right. So people, I'll help it. Think about one condition at a time. Huh? Like first figure out whether it is equal to 0. If it is not equal to 0, then you try to figure out whether is it a positive. Then still it is not a positive, then it's going to be a negative. Right? You have to go step by step, one after the other, one at a time. Okay, Saran has sent us a image. All right. Okay. All right. Yes, Saran. Yes, that's correct. That's correct. And Saran, the only thing that you missed is after displaying 0, you have to end the program නේද? එතකොට යා වටෙන් ගෙනල්ලා අර end වෙන එකනට connect කරන්න. end වෙන flow එකට connect කරන්න. It is correct. Well done, Saran. Okay, I am receiving something else. Oh, the Hamdi has sent me the previous answer. Yes, that is correct, Dua. Go for the next one. And this is Dulagi. Yes. Yes, that is correct. Well done, Dulagi. That is correct. Dua, you don't need to have like 2 flows to the like towards end. You can connect the display as positive number. Then you can draw the arrow as a single line or L shape taking on the no nabode. Right? You have another lines දෙක cross වෙන තැනට ඊතරේ දාන්න. So එකතන්ට flow වෙලා ඊට පස්සේ flow වෙනවා. And Agra. Yes, that is brilliant. Well done, Agra. Well done. That's correct. And yeah, this is Sanduni. Sanduni, yes, equal to 0. Yes. Yes, that is correct, Dua. The only thing that you have missed is if number larger than 0, it is yes, display positive number. And after that, you should have a flow towards end. Right? Other things are okay. Well done. And Binadi. Yes, hold on. Yeah, Binadi Dua, you don't need that, like after the first condition, in the no part, you don't need to display the number Dua. Right? Because like if it is not equal to 0, then you just straight away check it whether it is larger than 0. If it is yes, display positive. If it is no, display negative, then you can end. Right? You don't need that display number part Dua. Right? Yes, that's correct. Well done. So cut down that display the name part, right, Binadi? Otherwise, all are correct. And yes. And yeah, so this is from Sinura. Yes, Sinura. Sinura. Yes. Sinura. No, you have missed a thing, Sinura. Like is input a number. Now in the condition box, you have to check whether the number is equals to 0. If the number is equals to 0, then you can display 0. And if it is not, you can't say straight away like display positive or negative. You have to clarify whether it is a negative or a positive. To that, on the no part, you have to check again. Then in number එක බිඳුවට equal නැති වුණොත්, then it should be either a positive or negative. Then you can check one of those. Is number larger than 0? එක yes වුණොත් you can show positive. එක no වුණොත් you can show negative. Then you can end. හරි ඔයාගේ first condition එකේ yes part එක හරි condition එක okay කරගන්න. It should be not is output equal 0. It should be is number equal 0. Question mark should be there. Right? I at the level on matter. Right? And Dulagi, yes, that's the way I told you, Dulagi. It's better you had the arrowhead when the lines are to the point of crossing a place, Dulagi. Right? All right, so I think most of you have sent me the answer. I need everyone to send the answer, right, and get confirmed from me. So by next week, I'm going to discuss some other, like when you are having multiple conditions, like how to handle when we are having multiple conditions, right? Like to have grades for your subject. That is, again, we can manage it by like the selections, right, by several conditions. And as well as I'm going to talk about how an iteration works, right? So be prepared. I'll meet you on that time, right? So I'm going to end the session from this point, and the video will be available in the website, right? So you can go through that. So I'm going to meet you again on Saturday for the same time, right? So thank you very much. You are doing brilliant. Keep it up, right? Okay, people. Good night and have a nice weekend, right? Okay, I'm going to end the session, right? Yes, baby.